without downloading it, go for it. Just
2, 1.
just let the page interrupted mod. I'll just slowly come and go. Next song, I guess.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, this one's a long one.
You're sitting really there. This how you stroll. The legend. Bringing you to
Nice. 24 misses, 66,000 squares.
3, 2, 1.
I hate fast girl speed.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
I have to turn on ball play for this one, sadly, because I
3,
think I
2,
can beat it.
one.
You everyone except Connor? No. I got my emote.
We're gonna start.
See that kid.
Alright, and we're starting. Alright. Alright, start skipping round. Come through. First contestant. And it's Beast Boy. Turn around, let me see you back there. It's the entire Beast Boy combo though. It's the entire Beast Boy set, so I'm sorry. Alright, come on through. Oompa Loompa 335.
I have a matching one, okay? What is it? I'll show you.
I don't know. Guys, you gotta show me. Okay, yes. That is awesome.
Oh, I'm fired.
Dude, look to the side of you. Look to the side of you. Yes! Call me in. I'm jumping. Call me in. Call me in. Ooh, another one password. Good.
Start!
Will you make the football skin win? He's really good.
The what? Blue skin?
Football.
No, yeah? Football on my list.
Please. Football skin and add me.
The first one that won is my skin.
Hey, Robin.
Skin price.
Streaming right now. Go look at the stream. I'm currently playing the versus Baby mod, and the song I'm currently on, I have to use bot plates. Physically, I'm capable for me.
Could you make me play this? I want to play a fun game.
I hate my headset. My headset just randomly decides it wants to shut off. Here, I'll give you a party leader. Just watch the stream. Okay. Watch the stream.
Alright, so you wanna know what the fun game is?
What?
Doesn't matter. Let's go watch some FNCS. But you wanna watch some FNCS?
Watch my stream real quick. I'm currently playing the version.
Three, two, one.
From Friday Night
Actually, I'm gonna watch some details too for a second. Actually, no.
Oh my fucking
Okay,
god!
Fortnite.
My god,
Okay.
I hate my headset.
Alright, I'm back. I'm weak.
Okay, I currently hate my headset because apparently it can't behave itself and wants to shut itself off every 15 seconds. Okay, you watching?
Yeah.
I want to show
Why didn't the guy have a gun?
Okay, well I died again.
Can you just
turn on.
resume?
No,
Resume?
uh,
Resume?
let me quickly turn on bot play because I can't do this song.
One.
This isn't me. It's bot.
How did you die? That way.
overall was eliminated. They're second, so they are highest in the lobby. And Aguilar just
Let's see if I can do this. I'll just pause it for now.
But for them, at the same time, they have 3 straight days to have opportunity at this, just like Landjock and Punisher here. But they might not have to go through all 3 straight days. They're sitting in 3rd place right now. Big victory royale will definitely cement themselves. And you look at your mini-map, they're one of 2 duo teams.
Turn off bot play. Let's see if I can do this song.
You can only have 2
this song sounds hard. Brotherly Bond is the song I'm currently playing. I can't turn it down or anything. Okay, there we go. Oh, don't press the black notes. That's for sure.
3, 2, 1.
Team down there, Zare, a qualifier victory royale winner in our first qualifier. So there's still so many players just waiting for that opportunity to strike. And Fabs, like I said, it's just not looking good. It's so concerning for me in this game number 4. But a team that's not concerning me too much, Aiden and Moose. They've had a share of first place throughout the day. They've dropped down to second because they're going down early in game number 3.
I think if they get a good game here, if they get top 5, they've essentially secured themselves that top 6 going through. But for them, if they get that victory royale as well, it opens the door up again for a lot of different players down below that will move up automatically. And look at Punisher just and again, no pun intended, absolutely punishing the team down below. That aim is rewarding them. They've set themselves up perfectly. They've got high ground. Only one other team gonna look for it. They continue to get storm surge damage. That's not going down below. Should update here to above, and it will. 453 damage above surge. This is their game. If they're gonna win any, this is it. As Fabs is trying to make the rotation, trying to get in and just gets shredded down to 0 HP.
Yeah, for them, I don't think they're feeling too much pressure, it being in the last game, but because they also know as champions that they are, they have 2 more days. If things don't go right for them in that 5th and final game, they have 2 more days to make dreams come true for themselves, to keep their championship run alive. Consecutive victories? Hey, I feel like you would love that just as well as I do, just as well as they would, to kind of assert your dominance, but I would love to see one of these newcomers, one of these guys really fight for it towards the very end. And I think you made a great point. If these top teams go down, that opens up the door for some of these players that are floating on that bubble to try to take their spot. As Moose gets down, he gets dropped. First it was shields, then it was HP, and Aiden had no choice but to leave his teammate dry.
Not just gonna go down and get eliminated as well. Dom down pretty low. This is a team that either needs to get a really good game here and then a great one next, or go for the victory royale combat. 11th place, trying to get that elimination. They smelled a little bit of hesitation on the other team, trying to just get that elimination, staying up. Somehow Aiden has the ability, is going to pull zone as well. This looks good.
Oh, no.
As a solo, this is what you want, but what I'm worried, 4 people need to go down to Storm Surge, and he's only 33 damage above.
Yeah,
Concern here, another team trying to out-heal the Storm Surge damage, running out of that med mist, not too many minis. And this is where I think if you're gonna go anyway, you should probably try to save the heals and go as soon as you possibly can. But Shade's clutch with their backs up against the wall, eliminations knocking on their door. They have to try to go ahead and get these siphons, but the pressure is on them now. The tables have turned and they go down. Back to the lobby you go, and just like so many other art duos, their game and series is on the line to our 5th and final game. A victory royale is needed.
And this is what I was worried about for Aiden. He is going to get tagged by Storm Surge just a little bit, but it will turn off. Everyone will fall. Gosh, and company going to go down. That shark falling. Is Tiny still left? Punisher going to get elimination. But what is unfortunate for Aiden is they heard that he was getting damaged by Storm Surge, and they can tell that was only one player getting hit as well. They know that they're a solo. The enemies around them have that knowledge. He has to be very careful with how he chooses to make this rotation, because if he gets caught out, if that web from the Spider-Man web slingers comes out and they shoot it out, he is going to be eliminated.
Yeah, I love what he has in terms of rotation with your oh my, he gets the farthest pool as a solo. Luckily he's in second place, so he probably doesn't have too much pressure on him to try to perform, but as a solo, he just wants to scrape out as many points as possible, editing and resetting those builds just so he can get some extra visuals, trying to plan where he's going to go. But Evil and Buzzle, they hold the high ground for now before this one moves, but everybody's going to be tossed and turned upside down as this one rotates downhill.
Good usage by Punisher. Is Landjock there to follow? They are. Looking for the spray. Try to weaken those players ahead of you, Aiden. 275 damage below. This is where it starts to get a little bit worrisome for Aiden. He's not able to make the rotation. 11 players need to get eliminated before Surge will turn off. Nice usage there of the Mythics to get them into zone. Have to be careful when you use those, though, because you could land and someone could be in your box as well. Trying to get the damage off, but doesn't look like it. Is high ground going to be hit by two different teams? Evil and Buzzo going to be on the high ground currently. But we know that could change at any point in time. This is the few opportunities players have tried to go for high ground. They're going to get chopped down. They go. Buzzo with 1 HP, able to survive. Will this be the solo clutch we've been waiting for?
Only time will tell here as the battle continues. Russo and Winder are trying to take a piece. Combat and Zaze, the team that originally tried to take a piece of that high ground, they're fighting tooth and nail, doing everything they can to hold on and their share as they continue to put that pressure. But light ammo is beginning to come a little scarce. Players are still holding on to their share of the high ground. That's Russo and Merc yet again as Aiden is trying to survive. Once again forced to try to out-heal zone, but he doesn't have too many resources. His last chili smash is done and used, trying to rotate forward, and this is where it's just about surviving for him. Gets a little too deep into the zone, so he's not only taking Surge, he's taking some damage, dropped down to 52 HP. No builds left to his name, so this is going to be a tall task, but a player, he oversteps, but he goes down! He goes down and...
Holy crap, man, that's stressful. That must be stressful being one of them.
To be aggressive, teammate almost gonna get him. No, he was 4 HP. Combat there to back him up. We'll get the elimination. We'll get the match. Has the chug splashes in the inventory, but it's gonna be Kenzo and Caleb on the high ground. Combat there, 8th place, just trying to get as far into this game as they can, just to make sure they secure themselves a good footing for next. Because unless they're able to solo clutch up big, it's gonna be hard. And look at our first place team overall, gonna be Landjock and Punisher. It doesn't matter now for them if they pick up a victory royale, because they are sitting so well. If they go down now going into game number 5, they're more than likely going to qualify. As Zoo tries to make a beautiful play but just gets shot down.
Yep, Punisher continues doing it as a solo. So many opportunities for solo players to pop off, just like we've seen in our other regions. Vino and Peterbot for EU and NA East. Who's going to be that dream maker on NA West, trying to make it happen as Punisher? He has a great amount of heals, but it's the resources that makes me worry. 5 builds left to his name, trying to spot out where players are rotating through as Rush goes down. Caleb and Kinzo, somebody I picked in qualifier number 1 to qualify. Better late than never as they're trying to continue to mount that pressure, but Kinzo gets dropped, but just a moment as he's going to shake that one off, go right back up towards the high ground and continue to rain down that pressure from above.
Punisher falling on the rotation. Wasn't able to make it happen. Combat still up, still clutching. 5th place. They are on the bubble. Again, top 6 will go through to the finals today using the Mythics to try to get in. Will go all the way up towards high ground. Going to try to solo take high ground. Realizes that is not the play. Has the med mist, so can get back up to a good amount of HP. Is going to be forced to use it now. Inside, still has builds remaining. 8 to their name. Med mist will be used. Will be finished off. Combat 5th place trying to continue to go. We'll get the shots on the statics. That's going to be a beautiful beat. Will they get the follow-up? No. Has to drop all the way down. Has to get the siphon. They do. 13 builds to their name. Beautiful exit play rather there. Statics trying to make something happen, but I think they're going to go down.
Oh, they tried to stay ahead of zone. Unfortunately, it also made them a target. You got Wiz and Gooey Foo, a team that was doing the best that they can all day long, sitting in 6th on the bubble. This could be a big moment for them, whether they get the victory royale or even more points to get themselves higher up on the leaderboard. Wiz, he's taken this time to take the high ground, and it's been achieved. He has his portion, and this could be the moment he's waiting for.
They have 13 eliminations as well.
Oh my
if
God.
a team really wanted to make their move into the top 5, which they've done, they needed to do it now, and that's how you do it. They also look like they're going to pick up the victory royale, dropping down together. They have the effective HP advantage with those chug splashes. They have the builds. The team down below has no match. They are swimming. It is like shooting fish in a barrel at this point. Kenzo trying to go back for any sort of heals. Looks like they're going to be med misting up a little bit there. Elimination will come through. Caleb going down. What is Kenzo doing on the other side? They don't have the HP to keep this going. Chili chug splashes were popped, but it doesn't even matter. Gooey Foo move up into 1st place overall, but they secure the victory royale with 15 eliminations, so they're going through right to the finals.
Yep, right to the finals they go, and for everybody else, it's going to come down to that 5th and final game. Where you stand on the leaderboard once you get the victory royale no longer matters. And Gooey Foo and Wiz, like I said, all day long, they were interrupting players, trying to take the high ground, barely missing their mark in that opportunity. But with 5 games total, they win it in 4, and they are going to the finals.
What a beautiful game. Right? They had to make something happen. 15 eliminations and the victory royale. That's 60 plus points coming out in just that game. So knowing that they were in contention for that top 6 right away, to just say, you know what, we're going to be in contention for that, and let's get a victory royale on top of that so we can secure that qualification spot. I'm excited. I'm excited for game number 5. I had to take a breather there myself because it's going to be action.
Let me just do Casually just starts playing another FNF mod. Casually starts playing another FNF mod.
VR. And of course there was a height steal as well, Panda.
Absolutely, and we got to talk about it. It's actually the highest elimination game we've had in all the regions today. So 15 eliminations, putting NA West out on top. Not only that, obviously, good on Wiz and Gooey Foo, able to get the VR. They're going to the finals, and now it's one more opportunity.
I mean, Intikada, to do that also while in 6th place, that means that the leaderboards are going to be shaking up.
That's absolutely correct, Kelly. When one team gets that victory royale, they know.
Oh, those 2 people again.
You realize if we watch for 30 minutes, we get free rewards. You don't even have to link your Twitch Prime account up. You just have to watch 30 minutes of FNCS and you get free rewards.
What's the reward then?
The FNCS back bling spray and something else. I believe. I think.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
I don't know, but I'm gonna play another FNF mod soon.
No, actually, I don't think that's true. I definitely played like more. I'm watching boss. I'll be right back.
I want to pickaxe you. Come here.
Now playing again and competing in Chapter 3, I mean, you can see how they play. They play together, they play for placement, and they're doing it perfectly. You can see already 113 points without even having the game over yet. They're getting very close to that qualifying threshold for the top 6.
There are still a few opportunities left for our remaining teams to make it into the finals. But just as a quick reminder, which 4 teams have already seen themselves move on? We, of course, have Hashira and Vernie, Tao Tai and B, Salty and Courier, and then, of course, in that last game, it's Gooey, Fu, and Wiz. But I mean, there's only one more shot, one more opportunity to really seize everything that they wanted in this FNCS. So, Panda, with this last game left, there's only one more opportunity for these teams that we're seeing right here. Are they going to capture it, or is it going to slip through their fingers?
Well, look, I'll say it. One shot, one opportunity left for Snacky and Favs to take the last game. I've said it every game now. I'm calling it. They got to do it in game 5. I'm holding on here for hope. But no, it's been awesome to see these teams just do exceptionally well. But those teams that aren't in the top 20, your only option is to win this next game for today. Again, we still have 2 more days of semifinals, so there's still more opportunities to qualify. However, it's going to be super important that anybody that's not in that top 20 right now, if they want to just get done with it here in day 1, they got to take the VR in game 5.
As another breakdown for the people that are just joining us right now, we have the top 50 teams that didn't automatically qualify from the qualifiers. 11 teams are going to make it through each day. That's today and tomorrow, and we're going to have 11 new teams join us after that. That's through either the 5 VRs that we're going to see or the top 6 teams. But everyone, this is it. We have game number 5 ready to go. So, of course, we have to hand it back to our casters. It's Jacob and it's Clay.
Game number 5.
Okay,
One
Ruben,
more
tell me what you
opportunity
said.
today to get into the
What was your
finals
opinion on that?
for that victory round
What
team and
I
for
have
the
to
top
say
6.
about that?
And again, then those players
They
go
built
out
an
tomorrow
entire
to make
city.
it happen. Will we see Punisher and Landjock get that victory out?
What?
Or like Panda said,
They
are they just
built
going to
an
coast
entire
the video that I
through
showed
on
you.
their overall great
The
gameplay?
video that you
There's
hear.
definitely going to be a lot of choices to be made in this final game.
That
Because not
last
only is that
game,
victory royale
they
basically
built a
punch your
literal
ticket guaranteed no matter where you stand on that leaderboard to the finals, but the top 6 also get you in there. And just kind of looking at the spread, 6th place right now, you saw the leaderboard, 97 points. Depending on what you think is possible, 20-point differential between 6th and 12th place. So an early elimination on your own part could be disastrous because any one of these teams on the bubble are just waiting for that opportunity.
They really are. And the great thing is if you don't make it today, you always got tomorrow. True. And then you always have Sunday, the day after that. And we are ready. Game number 5, we are hopping into right now.
Anyway, I'm gonna play.
The last chance for players to qualify today for the finals. The first duo FNCS of this chapter. Who is going to clutch up and make it through?
What was your
And who
opinion
is
about
going
that?
to be relegated to day number 2?
Such a boss.
Interesting one to end it. And if any other regions had anything to say about the action we could see here in this game number 5, it is going to be nothing short than all out between all these teams, especially the ones I talked about. Those teams 12th place and up have a chance to still go for that top 6 in consistency, but it's depending on what you think is possible. Maybe 15th and below, everybody got to go for that victory royale. And Poppy Blast unable to even touch the ground before half his health is gone, trying to make Aguilar feel that same pain.
The shots will hit, but are they gonna do enough? Comp will take the same amount of damage there as Show. We'll find the elimination, maybe. And it's just rough. They're trying to push a solo on solo, and another team's gonna be involved here as well. Show finds them out. They find the heavy shotgun. This will be the difference maker here. They have the ability to break this. They're gonna spray their way on through, trying to get it down. How much damage can they do? It doesn't even matter. Poppy Blast is there. So Comp will fall. Aguilar now has to try to clutch it up, or again be pushed to tomorrow. 35. 5th place, rather 56 HP.
Aguilar trying to get the scraps whatever he can. And this is the thing that's kind of concerning as well. There's two duos around. The one that actually got the elimination that can try to kind of camp the card as well. You see that a lot in competitive. Aguilar has to go back sooner or later to try to get it. Yes, there's a massive amount of time. So trying to make that a part of your game plan could cost you some rotation, could cost you some surge damage along the way. The choice is definitely theirs to make as a battle that's been going down on every single region. Cove gets it separated from the rest of his team. This is usually where they strike, and he actually fires back. Two great shots. He drops one player coming down to 1v1. Static doing what he can. He gets into the box and gets the elimination to save the day and keep their hopes and dreams alive.
What a beautiful play from Static, realizing they just have to go, and they just have to go in, and that was what they needed to play. Beautiful from them. Mr. Lux and Cypher trying to fly the blue duo. Not able to get the damage off right away. Cam Cuddle seemingly been a very contested POI for a lot of individuals, but will they regret going for this early game fight, or are they going to capitalize on Cypher's being out as a solo? It doesn't seem like it. He's going to be able to get back into the building this time.
Scary. They're letting him get in the building. They're baiting him in. That information is there. They know exactly where he's at, but now they're trying to look. Who else is around him? Where is his teammate at? They know multiple players. Russo and Z-Winner, another one of our teams, currently sitting in 8th place on the bubble. If they hear this action, they might not try to go in for the elimination just for the Sturge tags, because a big game for them, win or lose, could get them the spot that they're looking for. But back to that fight, very, very early on, Compalon just got taken out. We always talk about all day long. We've been seeing it, mistake after mistake being made, just a little bit of separation as Poppy Blast. We've seen both sides of that story. We've seen him go down and get the frustration, but we also seen him get that big elimination and kind of celebrate as Slick Nick and Comic will continue this fight over toward Camp Cuddle.
Teams that need a victory royale today, fighting it up. Shot's gonna come. Oh, that was a beautiful usage of the harpoon, and I was waiting for someone to use it that way. I love the harpoon, and this season it's even stronger when you combo it with how quickly you can swap to these spray weapons to get the damage off. And Crimson going in. They are about to get shot from both sides. Crimson luckily jumps back, will be fine, and they've got him pinched down, but Chug Splashes are going to come out. That's going to negate all of the damage there. Down below, Clux will fall to Static, who's getting another elimination in defeat as Crimson is a solo, able to pack on up, able to put the damage down. Tyler on the other side trying just to stay up, was trying to pop a mini, but look at the pinch there from Crimson and Clux. It's what they needed, trying to Spider-Man away, but the web was broken, so they have to wait that 10 seconds before they can swing again. Going to try and use all of their resources to deny them any sort of opportunity. If he goes down, to use it for the last moment of the game. And time, but they're going right for another team. And that was good.
I'm going to say, if you got away, it's not going to be for long. You see their scenes. Look at the separation. That's going to be Fruit and his duo, Tiny, trying to sneak up on this because they need a big game themselves. Probably looking for that victory royale. So this is where, after that fight is done and over with, they might want to think twice. As Gosh and Sharp sitting in 14th place, another team on the bubble, and it's about 26 points between Gosh and that 6th place spot that can get them to the finals.
Are they going to play for that, or are they going to play for the victory royale? It's such a very interesting perspective. And I think this is going to be one of my favorite semifinal formats that we've had, just because it's telling so many different stories at the exact same time. It allows for these players who may be really good at getting elimination and getting that victory royale to play for it, and these players like Glenjock and Punisher who are good at just playing normal competitive Fortnite to do that and get to the top spots and qualify through that. It is allowing for so many opportunities. Who's going to secure it? As Poppy Blast is getting a third party from the side, Javier trying to make their way out there. Zone's coming in though. Everyone here is about to be hit by the zone, and they have about a minute and 50 seconds to make it into the next zone. That's a lot of their heals they're going to have to use if they don't choose to move now.
Yeah, Poppy Blast though, he does have 2 floppers, 2 Chug Splashes as well, some mini shields, and he does take some more tags, so he is going to be able to outlast what might look like a couple of his other opponents around, but everybody's going to have to figure out what they want to do is Aiden and Moose, a team at one point or another, who are sitting in first place. You can see why. They're able to separate their opponents just like this and swarm in the blink of an eye to clean up those eliminations. And that's been a trend for them in way of trying to qualify for the finals.
Oh, Monkey, too. They won a game in the qualifiers, and can they win the game now? Because they need to try a different angle here, but still have the opportunity. They've made it here. Can they do it? The aggression, unmatched. This is where West separates themselves from the rest of the region. They like to be very aggressive in this last game every single time. They get a little bit of a breather, though, as Pumps can get back to the show spot to heal them on up. They get to rotate out, and as I say that, on top of the house, Hound is going to find them out. They have to go back towards Trey. And you said it right. Uh-oh, indeed.
Yeah, Kiowa's over there just waiting. This is where Pumps and Monkey's gonna have to be careful which way they go. Either way, if they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, might have to choose the boat. And honestly, that is a brilliant escape plan if they have to build to shield a lot of this damage, and it doesn't look like they do. They're trying to get as far away as possible, create some separation, get up over that hill to try to survive, and luckily, they're going to live, well, barely by the hair on their chinny chin chin, but I might spoke too soon. The shots are still raining through as Pumps is doing what he can to try to get over the mountain. 36 HP. No HP. He actually gets dropped. And look at the mini-map. They got the knock, and now they're going to try to clean up that elimination.
Oh. Are they going to get out there? I'm not sure, as Trey looks to go aggressive. Oh, that was so close. They almost got around.
Wow. Now they're hunting him down. And this is a must-have. Trey and Kiowa have been a little passive. They've been struggling to that storm surge, and they've been a victim to it at least one time today. So now they know they have to try to get these eliminations, clean it up as much as possible. While Monkey is taking that lighthouse high ground, and then you saw him before. He's just trying to look for some scraps. If there's any sort of heals on that side, otherwise it might be bad news bears for him.
Oh, and on average, teams have needed 115 points to qualify through to consistency. That's going to be rough for a lot of these teams, as that, again, that leaderboard was showing it's trending the same way. But again, West last time was an average higher, right? Their overall average was a little bit higher than everyone else, 152 points, I believe. So will it be higher again? Aiden sitting at 109 there with Moose there in second place. All they have to do, this is what Sundown, and I like to call tournament management mode, is enter it. Just sit there, play for endgame, don't try to do anything that puts you in utter jeopardy of going down, and just make it into top 10.
I love that. You know, when you flip it on, especially game number 5, this is where all the practice, all the hours of scrims, the FNCSs you played in the past, the cash cups, everything you've learned comes down to this final game to kind of punch your ticket. And Sharp and Gosh sitting on that bubble as well. 71 points, 26 shy. You see the replay. This is Trey and Kiowa as they got that knock on that player. That was much needed surge tags to make their pressure a little bit less as they traverse towards the mid game.
Oh, and look, Monkey tried to fish and got a shield fish. Oh, no. That one hurts, but they've got 2 more days to get into the finals. They got tomorrow, and they got the day after that. That you get that fish and pull. Yes, I can fish. I can try to get something, and you get a shield fish.
Normally you're like, oh, hey, a shield fish, and you're kind of excited. I got some extra shields, how fast you could use it. But in that situation, the very rare situations, you would rather a flop or even a macro or something to try to get it, as Gosh and Sharp trying to get aggressive. They want those donations. They want to take one less team out of this lobby. Logjam, Lumberyard, a couple teams landing here, a couple teams rotating through as well, so they need to be careful. Salco, 5th place, Clay, on the bubble. Mojo is out. Talk about pressure.
It is indeed. Can they clutch up? This could be the solo clutch that we've been watching. It may not be a solo clutch for Victor out, but a solo clutch for the overall placement.
Got the card as well. This this could be what we are looking for, as he's just trying to create some space. He heard all the shots going down. He saw all the action around him. So many teams kind of going in towards Logjam Jam, not around it, but they're actually going in to try to get those eliminations. That is the pressure that we keep talking about. Two different ways to qualify. You either get the last victory royale here in our final game of the day, or you get enough points to jump into the top 6, and with our 5th place team down to just a solo, anything is possible.
And that's the best thing about Fortnite and competitive Fortnite. At the end of the day, it truly is anybody's game. They have the ability to see their destiny in front of them. Like we said, they're holding it, but can they finish it?
I like this. I like this for Zays in combat. They've been playing so well towards the end game. They've been making it there almost every single time, and that's the thing. They just know they need to make it past this mid game. And things just turn on for a lot of duos, a lot of teams, once you reach that end game. It's a lot more fun to play, so you kind of practice it a little bit more, and so you kind of get that muscle memory. You know exactly what to do, and that's why this team is trying to position themselves as far into the zone as they can without taking too much damage, without making themselves a target, so that way they can play for that end game. And one of those teams, talk about solo clutch, Bolts almost clutched up big last game.
6th place. It's looking like that average 115 points again. That's for the semifinals. Is going to hold. They're trying to make their rotation. They have to hop out of the vehicle. Land Jock and Punisher again. 1st place overall. If they go out now, they'd be right on that 115 bubble. They want to secure that qualification again just by staying up, trying to get that guzzle juice, but not able to do so as that railing's going to be on the other side. They're going to have to shoot it down. They'll get the med kit and the guzzle juice just fine. Both of them using it there, and good overall usage. You know, the initial play not the best, but they ended up getting the guzzle juice.
Yeah, what a blessing though. These guys have been playing that slow and steady game. And that's what I like, because throughout the opens, throughout the qualifiers, you got to change up your game a little bit. There's so many different formats, so many different ways to go. Same thing here with different ways to qualify, but for them, they're playing the smart game no matter how many ways to qualify. They're playing almost as if they're already in the finals, and they're in 1st place. You got to imagine if they were there, they got to be sitting pretty confident as can be, but so many teams on the bubble here around this, Bolt being one of them. This is going to be very, very concerning for somebody if they don't pull zone.
This is one of those ones where it's just you look at the zone and you're like, what do we do? Oh no, yeah, exactly.
What's the plan?
You're sitting there like, what do we do? What are we gonna do? Because at this moment, you're trying to sit there on that edge, look for any sort of reprieve. The players that do have the Spider-Man gauntlets, you're looking like, okay, maybe they can web here, web there, trying to make their way on in. But zone, I mean, I'm gonna be real. I think it's gonna pull to the northeast or to that northwest to try to make it very hard for these players on this south side to rotate through, because knowing Fortnite zone, it likes to make things a little bit difficult. And in all honesty, that's just gonna make this end game that much more competitive.
Yep. Especially for some of these teams, they might want to think of a little bit of an exit strategy. That's why for a lot of these teams, if you're kind of new at home, they're peeking through the cones because they're trying to just gather as much information as possible. And what you're trying to do with that information is prepare for every possible zone pull. So that way, when the zone finally does, you're not thinking right here when your time is on the clock. You have to make a move. And Clay, some of these teams might want to take a page. You called this one right almost a dead center, as you knew it was going to pull north. You knew we were going to see some action with teams on the bubble going to be in the thick of that action.
Fortnite is rewarding it, and look at Salco. Salco is just sitting in the open behind a timber tree, and it's just chilling.
The tree.
He is just sitting there.
Hey, he has zone to his back. He has nothing to worry about. He's just, hey guys, I'm just gonna wait for everybody to begin to rotate forward. I'm gonna either recycle some jump pad.
Making sure, hey, No one see me, please. Please, nobody see me. I want to make that rotation come through. Look at Punisher and Landjack on the bottom right there. Your first place, Moose and Aiden on the bottom left. Second place, I think that's going to be Clutch and Smuck there. Seventh place, I believe, currently, again, bubbled. They have to make a great play. They have to qualify through consistency or to go for that victory royale. They can do it. Again, like you said, 20 points on average is very easy to get for a lot of these high players. They are used to getting in this in-game top 5 as we see combat going down to Aiden Salco. No, is barely gonna get into zone before he goes down. They were waiting for him. Crimson 5th place from Salco. And Jacob, I don't think it's going to hold.
It's too many teams in the bubble. This being one of them. 5th place is out. 4th place is out. This one is definitely getting intense. Going down to the wire. Aiden and Moose moving into first place as well. Taking that one away from Punisher and Landjock. Both of these teams have not worry about. And for these teams that are below 6th place, you have to get above, I believe, 97 points.
This is funny.
98 now is to see this team in 6th place on our left. 98 points is the key for this team below 6th place.
Landjock only has himself. Bolt has their teammate, but they're below Surge. As a solo Landjock, not in